Hey, good afternoon. On this weekly chat with Herky, we thought we would address some of the questions that we get from time to time. And one is, what do we do with Herky when we can't take him in someplace? And here's what we do. We get the generator out, Ed cranks it up if it's hot, and we put him in the trailer in his kennel and we start the air conditioner. But he's very hot-blooded, so in the wintertime, we just put him in the runaway in his kennel. We don't have
Right,
to
we
do
never leave him in the runaway just running loose.
No. Oh, no, no,
One
no.
thing he might tear it up, but we have a
Yeah.
kennel that we keep in the runaway, or
Right.
that we put in the runaway when we put him in there. Also, we keep the window open just a little bit,
You're right.
so he has some air.
Right, yeah. And he has a chew bone in the kennel with him to keep him company. And his favorite toy, which we call Baby, he has 3 of them.
Right. So the other thing too is we don't leave him for long extended periods of time in the camper. The most he's in there is about a half hour
Yeah, at the
while we
top.
run in
Yeah.
and do it. Sometimes when we're on a hike, we try to limit ourselves to short hikes and
Right.
not long hikes.
We have put him in a backpack before, and Ed's carried him.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I think that's kind of bending the rules a little bit. So
Yeah.
we try to follow the rules in national parks. In the state parks, we're fine. We can do whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
We can keep him on a leash.
And I think the other question mainly is, are we afraid that our runaway will be stolen? And that would be yes.
Yeah,
We are. Not so much the runaway, but that Herky's in there.
right. We are insured on the runaway, so we don't. I can't say we don't care about it, but it's not a major concern about us. It's just we don't want Herky in there while we're doing that. Another question we get is, how do we prevent the runaway from being stolen?
Yeah. So how are you going to do that, Ed?
So,
Tell us.
I got to tell you, I don't spend a lot of time worrying about it.
I do.
Nancy worries about it more than I do. We have a hitch lock on the camper itself, so when it's attached to the car, I'm not really worried too much about that. We try to have several different layers to prevent thefts of opportunity, but for the most part, pretty much just lock it to the runaway. And if we are going to be someplace where it is sitting there for a long time unattended, I just try to position the camper in such a way somebody can't run in and just grab it. Other than that, I don't really worry too much about it, and we try not to leave Herky in there for extended periods of time.
Yeah.
A lot of times we get people asking us where we're going next and how we're going, how we make that decision. And actually, a lot of you have given us suggestions on places to go. So I would say that the videos run several weeks in advance. In other words, by the time you're seeing them, we're typically already back home.
Yeah.
Because it takes a while to edit them and things like that.
And we release every Sunday.
On Sundays we try to get something out to you. Not every week, but we try every week. So as far as suggestions to go, we pretty much have this year some loose ideas about what we want to do and some places we want to go.
We have a road trip coming up here in a few weeks.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And there is sometimes that we pull to the end of the driveway and almost like flip a coin.
To see if we go left or right out of our driveway.
We have done that before.
Yeah.
And
we've ended up in Mississippi. Truly.
Yeah, it has to do. Nancy's good at watching the weather.
Yeah.
So
I keep an eye on that.
So she watches the weather,
To
and
see where it's warm.
Sometimes we adjust our course according to that.
Yeah. Our last trip we did that. It was supposed to rain and snow, so instead of going the south loop to the north, we went the north, swung down to the south to miss it all. So it worked for us. So another frequent question is about our baby here. He is 2 years old. He was born February the 28th of 2017.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a Lhasa Apso. We got him it's over in Illinois, just before you pass over into Iowa. And the kennel that we got him from is very
Yeah, Mandel's Losses.
Yeah, it's twin sisters, Charlotte and Charlene, who raise the Losses.
They're hobby breeders. It's not
Yeah.
a puppy farm or
No,
puppy mill
oh
or
no,
anything. They're
no.
hobby breeders.
Yeah. And he is just a living doll. He loves to travel. He loves people. What else, Herc? You like
So,
to eat and play?
He does. So the other thing too is we get a lot of comments on how do we train him and things like that. And I got to say that he is very well mannered, but there is a few things we're still working on. One of the things that I can say is since he's been a puppy, since we first had him, we've trained him to be in the car and for road tripping. So one of the things that
he only gets in and out one door.
He only gets in and out of one door.
Yeah, the passenger door behind. I mean the back seat behind the driver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
So we've conditioned him that as soon as the car goes into it goes into park, he's gonna run right to the back seat and sit there.
Well, usually when we release our seatbelts.
Yeah.
That's his cue usually.
Yeah.
And when the seatbelts come off, he darts to the back.
He knows the places he's not allowed to go in too.
Yeah, because he'll just sit there.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
like Walmart, things like that.
Right.
And then he knows the places who give him treats, and so then he sits in the passenger seat and waits for me to tell him to come to my lap. So.
Yeah. So in the
Good boy.
winter and the weather's cool, we can leave him. We can kind of leave him for short periods in the car. Obviously, we love Herky, and there's no way he's sitting in a hot car.
No.
We do have a sunroof and.
Well, he's
things like
hot-blooded too.
Yeah,
so
so
usually in the summer, I just don't even take him.
He
in the
doesn't
car,
go anywhere.
because you
So-
see he's panting now.
Yeah. So the other thing too is he's not allowed in and out of the car without our permission. So you can open the door up and he just sits there because he knows until we say okay, he's not allowed to get out of the car.
Yeah. So I think we're going to wrap this up for this week, and we'll do it again.
This is fun. We enjoyed answering so many questions. We always appreciate the comments that we get. Well, most of them we appreciate. But anyway, if you'd like to send us a question or get a hold of us, just click on that About tab on the YouTube channel there, and there's an email address there. It's hanginwithherky@gmail.com. Do that, and we'll be happy to answer any question or correspond with you in any way.
Yep.
But for right now,
It's time to walk the dog.
see you later.